Hi everyone. So I realized that I wanted to kind of give a shout out to the three YouTube channels that had inspired me to do one, and kind of talk to you personally in the in this sort of diary style, which I think is different from vlogging. Anyway, I will figure out how to link them down below, but I haven't figured it out yet because I'm on the Android, so I don't. I used to use my YouTube channel on my PC, and I got used to that whole language of the F keys, F7, F10, etc. And now I'm using a touchscreen, and I don't know how anything works. I don't know where the files are on my. I don't know where the files are on my Android, and I don't know how to look for them because I'm not really in Windows. And my brain is kind of like brainwashed by Windows 98, which is how I learned to use the computer, was on Windows 98. And I guess I have the kind of brain that doesn't change its habits very easily. But basically, the three people that inspired me to do a YouTube channel, because they were so kind of engaging in their communication style, were Fleurdelacare, who is also known as Ashlyn, and she is a Wiccan teacher, and she tutors people out of her home, and she has a YouTube channel where she answers some kind of basic questions about Wicca, and also she explains the difference between a Wiccan and an eclectic pagan, or a Wiccan and a druid, and she talks a lot about different pagan issues, and also a lot of she addresses a lot of misconceptions that people have about Wicca and even about paganism in general. And Jessii Vee is a Canadian vlogger who also, I think she has like 3 channels, and it's kind of more of a comedy style, but she talks a lot about her kind of most popular channel. I think is the one where she does like these sort of homegrown paranormal investigations, and they are hilarious. Like, I used to watch the more serious ones, these guys that would go into the famous haunted places in the world, and they would catch voices or sometimes kind of shadow figures on tape, and they were really good at debunking stuff and everything. But Jessii Vee's style is more just like her going into her backyard at night and then hearing a noise and running away screaming, which I actually find much more entertaining than these guys, because it was so tedious. I mean, you would watch like a whole hour, and at the end there'd be like something that they couldn't debunk, and so they had to admit as experts that it was paranormal, but it was not very exciting. Whereas Jessii Vee's whole style is very charming, and I mean, you kind of, you get into it with her when you're watching the stuff, all of her videos, and it seems like, I mean, it seems like every single place that she lives in and every single place that she goes to ends up being haunted. And then she does this little trick where she edits her voice when she wants to say something really funny, or when she's imitating someone else. So suddenly this like little girl's helium voice will come in, and she'll be like, "Why do these things keep happening to me? Is it me? Is this my life?" And it cracks me up every time she does that. I think I have like a little kid sense of humor. Anyway, the third channel that I watch is Kyelah. It's a funny spelling. It's like Kyelah, something like that. And she does the same kind of thing. I think I found her channel through Jessii Vee because I think they had done a collaboration together. But her channel's more serious. Like, she talks a lot about abuse and stuff that happens in her life. And then she also does paranormal investigations. And unlike Jessii Vee, she seems to prefer the phone app that comes up with words and shows you the nearest ghost. And I actually like that better, even though it's considered to be less reliable than a spirit box. And what else was I going to say? I've been recording on my phone and then saving it to the memory card. I gather that you can just record directly from YouTube, like sort of live thing. But I noticed when I did one video like that, there were blips because I think my internet is not completely steady. It's not like, I don't know how many G it is. I can't remember. I went to the provider and I was like, just give me the whole package so that I don't have to worry about it. But it's still a little bit unreliable. Like you have to, I always seem to be having some sort of issue. Anyway, yes, I seem to have run out of my topics. So I will leave it there and upload this. And oops, I'm holding the selfie stick. I'm not a selfie person actually, and I normally wouldn't buy a selfie stick. He hastens to assure everyone, but I had gone to this temple and then I had meditated for an hour. So when I came out, I was all spaced out and kind of like, loving the universe. And then this guy came up to me and wanted to sell me this whole gift bag full of crap. And the money was going to Children's Hospital charity and everything, so I bought it all. And then inside was a selfie stick and some kind of little fan and a phone charger and a teddy bear. So I have a teddy bear. It's not my kind of... I like stuffed animals, but it's not actually my style. Anyway. Yeah. Basically, this channel is me talking as if I'm writing in a diary, but instead I'm just telling you because it's easier than writing. And then I kind of remember stuff that's happening to me, and I don't have to save it on my phone. So I will see you all later. Bye.